In 1777, the Continental Congress commissioned the American flag to be made using the colors red, white, and blue. One of the members said the red stood for courage and sacrifice, the blue for justice, and white was for purity. Tim Russert is the first person that we know of that used the phrase red states to refer to Republicans. And of course now, blue states are for Democrats, and that's how we refer to all these states. White is gone, and for a good reason. I mean, there is nothing in our politics or government that can be identified as white or pure. Now, let me be geekish for a couple of minutes and talk about the numbers that matter. We have elections on the national level as well as the state. On the national, we have 35 of the 100 Senate seats up on the ballot. 21 of those are Republicans and 14 are Democrats. That's why if Republicans take the Senate, it's going to be huge, because in 2024, 21 Democrat seats are up and only 12 Republican, which will mean they'll control Senate maybe for years to come. On the House side, all 435 seats are up for re-election. They are every 2 years. Currently, 220 are Democrats, 212 are Republicans, and there's 3 vacancies. And those, of course, will be filled tomorrow. To me, the much more important thing is the state level. When we're talking about total government control, it means that all 3 branches of government, whether the federal, which is president and the Senate and the House, or on the state level, the governor and the legislature, which is the Senate and the House, if all 3 of those branches are controlled by either Democrats or Republicans, then we view that as total control. That's why on the federal level, even if Republicans win the Senate and the House, we'll be into what's called gridlock. And if I could vote for gridlock, I would, because this just means nothing's going to happen. On the state level, much more dramatic what may happen here. On the governor's side, 36 seats are on the ballot, 20 are Republicans, 16 are Democrats. On the legislature side, check this out. 6,278 seats are on the ballot. Currently, all seats combined, there are 3,990 Republicans and 3,272 Democrats, or 54% of all legislative seats in the nation. State level are currently Republican. I'm really looking to see how that number turns around. Currently, there's 24 states that's all red and 13 states that are all blue. Another number that I'm curious about. So why is this all important? Because number one, when you vote, understand where these issues play. On the federal level, you hear Democrats talking about abortion and education. That is so stupid. It is not the federal government's job to deal with those 2 issues. Abortion, the ruling of the Supreme Court that just happened, pushes that down to the states. They have nothing to say about it on the federal level. Republicans talk about policing and crime, which is not a federal government issue, okay? Stop that. The federal government's job is foreign policy, wars. It is the border. It is economic issues, especially government spending. So keep this in mind when you go vote, but I'm curious, what is this going to look like? Red or blue wave? As soon as the election's over with.